welcome back to my channel. So today this is going to be about my weight loss journey. So this is I've mentioned it in the introduction video, and so this is something in a little bit more detail in relation to my journey with Slimming World. Okay, so I have been on and off diets for most of my life really. I've done Slimming World before, but I restarted on the 20th of September, and so that's 24 weeks. So I started back on the 20th of September. I'm quite lucky that, you know, I've got my mother does it, and I've got a really good friend that does it with me as well, so I've got good support there. What happened with me was I restarted on the 20th of September. The following week then I couldn't get to weigh in because I was a shift worker, so I couldn't get, and then the following week I broke my ankle, so I couldn't get to class again after that. So I didn't go to class for quite a while. So I didn't give up. I thought I'm going to keep going. I didn't quit. It was difficult, but I was quite lucky that I had my husband on board who looked after me, and you know, lots of Slimming World meals, you know, ready cooked veg, you know, the steam fresh veg, that kind of thing. So I kept going. I wasn't 100% all the time, but I did keep going, and after I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks, I was in a cast by then, so I managed to get to class, and I'd lost 13 pounds. So, you know, I was really happy with that. You know, it was coming off, and that's what was most important. So as I said, I'm on week 24. My weigh-ins are on a Tuesday, so this Tuesday I weighed in and I lost half a pound, and I lost half a pound last week. My weight loss seems to have slowed down. I've lost 2 stone 12 pounds in total since I rejoined, which is, you know, brilliant. But I feel like I've been chasing that 3 stone for a while now. I follow Slimming World to the letter. You know, I really enjoy the plan. I make sure that I make a new thing every week, or I try and make a new dish every week. Most of the time I make like a pasta dish. So what I do is I make that maybe through the week. So say on a Wednesday, we get our shopping delivered on a Wednesday, so I make sure that everything is in there ready for me to prep my week. So I will then either on that Wednesday or the Thursday, I will make whatever meal plan I've made. So last week I made a baked spaghetti pie, which was really nice. It was different, something I've never had before, but I'll definitely make it again. The recipe is on Two Chubby Cubs. It's a website which I will link down below for you. There's loads of recipes on there, and I've got quite a few from there so far. But yeah, so that's something that I made last week. I tend to make pasta dishes because I find that the dish I've got, I can separate it into 4 big portions, and then I have it with veg, or sometimes I'll put a few Slimming World chips on, but most of the time I have it with veg. I put butternut squash, carrot in the Actifry and make butternut squash and carrot chips, just using Fry Light, so it's all free and it's extra speed, or I'll cook up some broccoli, something like that. So this week I've made a chicken fajita pasta bake. It's a recipe that popped up on my timeline on Facebook. So it's not an official Slimming World recipe, but I just tweaked it. So the way I did it is I used the chicken from my Liveline hamper, and I did everything that I needed to do on it, but I used fajita seasoning, so it was free rather than the packets you can get. The salsa I've used is 10 sins for the whole tub, so that makes my pasta bake 2.5 sins per portion, and they're quite big portions as well. So that's what I've done, and then I put my healthy extra cheese on it. So that's what I tend to do, is prep. I make something like that, and then I'll also make I have been doing quiches. I didn't do one last week, but I make the Slimming World crustless quiche. It's just cottage cheese, eggs, and then whatever ingredients you want to put in there. I have been doing that. Or last week, I made a chicken curry with the Slimming World curry sauce, the one that you get from Iceland, which is free, and I really enjoy it. So that's what I tend to do, but like I said, my weight loss has slowed down. I don't really know why. I'm doing everything as I know to the book. I'm drinking lots of water. I normally put no added sugar squash. This is the bottle that I've got. I was looking at getting a native bottle or a Hydrate Mate, but I think they're just too expensive for what they are. So I'm just going to stick with that bottle, which I've had for a while. And I try and drink at least 3, sometimes 4 of those a day. It's something like 24 ounces. It's got ounces on there, so I'm not really sure how many mils that is, but I think it's about 600-700, something like that. So I'm drinking lots of water, I'm eating lots of speed, but yeah, it's slowed down. The only thing I can think of is the last sort of 2 weeks I've been using the Liveline mints, and if you've seen, I've got a haul video up for my Liveline haul, and I was told that the mince was less than 5% fat, but you know, I don't know, it might not be that, but you know, I'm trying to rack my brains to see why my weight loss has slowed down. So that being said, this is what I use. So this is a journal. You can get them in the class. They're $4.95, and it's really good. It's 12 weeks worth of, you can write down your meals, you can meal plan, and there's little motivational things in there, and I just fill it in every week, write my food down every week, which really helps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue writing that down, and if my weight loss doesn't speed up again, then I'm going to speak to my consultant and see if there's anything that she can suggest. But if you guys have got any ideas, you know, of anything that I might be doing wrong, or you know, something that I can do to help speed things along, you know, I don't want to get like £7-8 a week. You know, I'd be happy with £2 a week, £2 a week, from what, you know, for what I'm doing, and you know, I've done it a long time before. So yeah, if anyone's got any ideas, please let me know. So this is my book. I've got a few, I can't really see it there. There you go. I've got, those are all my awards so far, and then I did get Slimmer of the Week one week. So I have had some higher losses, but it just doesn't seem to be shifting. I'm still recovering with my broken ankle at the moment. I'm out of plaster. I had a boot then, I had plaster, then I had a boot, but I'm out of those now, but I'm still using a crutch. I'm still using one crutch for support, as I am still getting quite a bit of pain, but I'm managing to get around all right. So I'm trying to work in a bit more exercise, you know, just a little bit, just some walking, and see if that will help. But yeah, so I'm still recovering from that at the moment, but I'm making sure that I cook my meals, because my TMJ syndrome disorder has been flaring up quite bad as well lately, and like I said, you know, I'm going to make a separate video in relation to that. So Slimming World, if you don't know what Slimming World is and you've watched this far, thank you. But Slimming World is just a weight loss plan. It's a lifestyle. I don't really use the word diet, but you have your free food, your speed foods, sins and healthy extras. You have a healthy extra A and a healthy extra B. A is like dairy, so milk and cheese, but you can use non-dairy things as well. I use almond milk. I don't use skimmed milk anymore. I use almond milk, the unsweetened, but I don't use it as an A choice. I normally have cheese, and I just sin the almond milk because it's so low. You can have like 100 mils of it for like half a sin, so it's really, really low and it's good for you. And then the B choice then is all things to do with fibre, so it's like wholemeal bread in the small loaves, porridge oats, cereal bars, you know, different things like that, and different cereals as well you can have. So, you know, what I'll do is maybe I'll go in and I'll do another video separately on what I enjoy for my healthy extras. So you have one of those each day on Extra Easy, that is, and you know, you can choose what you want. You know, you don't have to have this or that, you know. Then you've got sins then, which are things like your chocolate crisps, sauces. I use mine for mayonnaise. I use mine like the feta pasta bake. I'm using salsa in that, which is 10 sins, but I split it into 4 and I use that and I incorporate it into my food. So you can do it whichever way you want. You know, if you want to save your sins for the evening. Last night I had a Milky Bar mousse, which was 4.5 sins. I had a little chocolate bar, which was 5, and I had my healthy extra B, which I used hi-fi bars for. Again, I'll go through all of that, but you know, I had a nice little sugary fix in the night, but it was all planned. It was all within what I was allowed to have, so I didn't feel guilty. So yeah, you know, between 5 and 15 a day you can have of those. And then free food is things like pasta, potatoes, lean meat, chicken, steak, different things like that. As long as you take off the fat, is free. And then speed food is things like vegetables. You know, not all vegetables are speed food, but you know, things like I use broccoli, butternut squash, carrot, you know, things like that. And then fruit, so strawberries, melon, they're 2 examples of what I have as speed food. But there's loads that you can have, like easy peelers is another thing I've been having lately, just little satsumas. So there's lots of things that you can do with it. Make it your own, you know, and just experiment. But that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, is get myself moving again. So thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please feel free to subscribe. If you're on another weight loss plan, you know, whether it's Weight Watchers or whatever you're doing, please feel free to subscribe, because you know, I'll follow you back. We're all in this together, we're all here to support each other. So please let me know down below if you've got anything that you'd like me to talk about. Please, again, let me know down below, and we'll go from there. So fingers crossed now. I'm not able to make it to weigh in on Tuesday. I've got an appointment, but I'm staying on plan, I'm staying on track. So when I next weigh in, I'll update you all on that, and you know, I'll go through my favourites and healthy extras and different things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and until next time then, I'll see you soon. Bye.